Hello everybody, this is Bench85 and welcome back to another episode of Terrafirmacraft. It is really hard to see where I'm going when I'm not looking. Luckily I can see it on the map. So I am headed back from another trip of getting salt water. If you guys saw the channel update that I put up the other couple days ago, you would have seen me doing this actually. Making brine though. At least that's the goal. So much ice showing up already. No, come back here. Fine, stay out there. When the ice gets out to you, I will get you. But what we will be doing at some point here is building a dock. Probably somewhere in this area. So, I have been getting... Ooh, by the way guys, look at this. Ho ho ho. They're almost completely 100% familiarized. In fact, I think I can feed them again later today. But I'm getting the salt water for brining. I am still brining. Let's see, we'll put this guy right here. And yes, that is a lot of buckets. Because as you know, once you fill up one of these barrels and put it on your back, you cannot haul another barrel because, you know, it takes up your back slot, and if you try and put it in your inventory, well, you're going to be stuck there because you're going to be overburdened. So I'm putting in 9 buckets of salt water each, which means that it is 1 bucket short of full. 1, 2, 3. Should be 9. So many buckets. And then we're going to unseal this. We're going to take out a bucket of vinegar. And then we're going to put in 1 bucket of vinegar, and it turns into brine. Do this again. And we were doing this before in the last episode. I just finished up doing a little bit of brining. And I'm going to seal it again. There's only 2 buckets left in there. Perfect. So now the idea is that we put in some more food. Do I have anything that's full? That's pretty close. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna put in some of this. So we're gonna have this full. This is basically full. Oop. Yeah, it's pretty darn close. And then I think we're gonna use I'm gonna use this. I think I can do this. Nope. Okay, so you can't put grains in there. Darn it. But, okay, what if I do this though? I don't need the that stuff yet. Can I put that in there? Nope, can't. Darn it. Well, if that's the case, I think I know a way of doing it. No. Oh shoot, I can't put because they're too big. Oh, there's just so many problems here. I'm gonna put you in there too. Alright, so we'll brine up the onion. We'll brine up the tomato. And I want to hold on to the protein. Oh, I'm doing the wrong one. So we'll just do it this way. I can brine that up. Brine that up. Oop. Probably should seal it. Perfect. But one thing we do need to look at is another type of food. And that's what these guys are going to come in for. Look at that. We're already picking up crazy amounts of decay. You know what? We're going to have to do it. I didn't want to do it, but we're going to have to do it. So many buckets. Take the decay off. And I'm going to cut it in half. Just toss it on the ground for the moment. Nobody will notice, right? Yeah. It's the best way to keep it for now. Is to just keep it in vessels. I have the, if I grab this guy, you'll see this is all brine stuff. Although it's still showing some decay, which I was hoping it wouldn't. And this guy, we gotta go feed our sheepies here again. You must be full. Perfect. I want to get them to 100% before before they grow up, which shouldn't be too hard. Okay, so what I want to look at today, besides the brining, it doesn't take that long to brine, is we need to make something called, I forget what it's called. This guy. Okay, so there's handstone, which is 3 pieces of regular rock and a stick. And then we're also going to want what's called a quern right here. The base, which is 3 pieces of smooth. So let's go see what we have up here. That's another thing we're going to have to do, is we're going to have to move our inventory into the house, so that I don't have to keep climbing up here. I think I'll probably relocate everything this winter. So, smooth stuff. We got some andesite. That's all sand. Well, this one. Some smooth marble, or just regular marble. I don't have a stick. So let's make this guy the handstone. And then we're gonna need, is it just, yeah. Cool, there's the quern base. Can make the jump. No. Ouch. I just gotta stop trying because I keep failing miserably. So this is for the kitchen. I think it's gonna be right here. So you put that down, and you put this inside of it, and now you'll see we have ourselves a quern, whatever you want to call it. Now I'm gonna take this smaller amount of rye. I'm going to use it to cut it, like I had before. But this time, we're going to throw it into here. Oh, actually you can see it now. Well, that's cool. And we're going to hit... Oh. And we got an achievement. And what do we get? We get rye flour. Nice. And if you'll notice, if I take out the decay here, it takes some durability from it. Now what I want to do here, if we head down here, I got too much stuff. We need some water. We'll put some fresh water with the dough, or with this, and we get dough, rye dough. And you'll see it's about twice as amount of what we had before, because it actually doubles when you put the water into it. Really, we got zombies coming already. For some reason I thought we had more than 4 big sheep in there. So the last step would be to cook it. And at the moment I don't have a good way to cook it, because I haven't set up my fire pit yet. Although I might. That's nice back here. Could do it like right here. Except I don't have sticks, I don't have logs, I don't have anything I need. But I'm guessing this stuff is done. Yep. Nice. And that did not use a huge amount of brine. So we actually could brine something else in there. Do we have anything else we can brine? We can brine up some cabbage. Let's cut the decay off. Let's throw the cabbage in there. This guy's gonna have to be cut. So we got one more here. So let's take this. Whoa, wait a second. There we go. Cut it in half. We put that in there, that in there, that in there. I got the knife too. And this guy is going to be a full amount. So I'm going to need another vessel, which I have some somewhere. Well, let's throw the carrot in there too. So unfortunately, the next step to really preserve your food is going to be pickling. And in order to do that, you have to pickle it in vinegar. Well, these 2 buckets worth are the only vinegar I have left. Of course, we have... Why is there only... These were full. Well, that's odd. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. But you have to do it in vinegar, and we don't have any more fruit to make vinegar. I need to take a look at that. I'm gonna be right back. Alright guys, so a lot of the decay is dependent on temperature, and so I'm putting most of my food down here in the basement, my unfinished basement. It can chill down there. And oh, the worst part of it all, I checked over there in the forge, or in the workshop, and it turns out that I had more fruit over there, which means I could have turned it into more vinegar. But the problem is, I just don't have the alcohol anymore. And I can't figure out what happened here, why it did it, but for some reason it got messed up. The other exciting thing, see that? Orange hearts. That's right, they are fully familiarized. And I don't know if I can get these guys any closer, but I can at least try. There's not much we can do right now. We gotta wait for those guys to grow up. And when they do, these guys, depending on what the other little ones are, something not so nice might happen to those guys. Unfortunately. But what I'm gonna do, I gotta see. Let's see. We might as well just throw these guys in here for now. I hate to leave the stuff in here, but I don't have a good use for it at the moment. I don't have the ability to use it well. So what I'm gonna do, wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. I need to get some things together, and we're gonna head out exploring, because there's some things I want to look for. Yeah, so we'll head out on our adventure in the morning. Alright guys, I am on the move. I figured I'd bring you guys along from the beginning here as night falls. Just in case, you know, something fun and exciting decides to happen. I can hear the skeletons all over the place. No, no, no. I'm being chased by a spider. I need the sun to come up. Oh, there's creepers. And this is going to be new terrain coming up. I knew I should have waited till morning. I think I lost the spider though. Oh, there they go. Now they're burning. So we are headed east into the rising sun with the hopes of finding new terrain. Okay, good. I wasn't sure exactly what I had on me. I do have more supplies. They're in the barrel that's on my back though. We're just gonna start walking. And I gotta see. I gotta remember how far I need to go. It should be till the snow stops. Basically, that's where the last of the chunks that I had not loaded before will be. 'Cause that's what I need to do, is get to unloaded chunks. Unless it's just gonna stay like this. Maybe because it's winter? Oh, this rock changed. Oh, we got andesite. What I really should do is bring up on my other monitor what I'm looking for. Ooh, yes. More pumpkins. A bunch of them. So what I'm looking for again is graphite. And if you remember, a while back, I mentioned the fact that there was a bug that did not allow graphite to spawn, except for in schist rocks. They fixed that, so now it'll spawn in all the rock types that it's supposed to. However, and since I updated, I can get those, but I need to go to chunks that I have not loaded yet before. Which should be all these guys headed this way. Yep, this is all unloaded chunks. However, I don't know what type of rocks again are needed. I have a feeling the andesite is not one. Kind of like a ravine there. It looks like we're hitting the ocean. Lovely. Anything fun around here? Nothing of interest. Of course not. And you know what I didn't bring? A boat. Yeah, see, this is all metamorphic. You got the lava pools. And I need it to be in sedimentary, I believe. Maybe I did come this way. I'm not sure anymore. But it's gonna be a whole lot of walking, and we'll see if I can find something. Hey guys, I am back. Unfortunately, I kind of screwed up the whole recording on this part right here. So, as you can hear, it's actually Good in the background. I was listening to one of his videos while I was mining this out. The part right before this was where I was supposed to be talking. So this is graphite. I had found some. Pretty good amount of it. So, unfortunately, I don't want to let this play too long because I don't want to infringe on what Good's doing and stuff like that. And I'm kind of trying to talk over him a little bit so I don't get hit with any sort of copyright stuff. But I'll mine this out, and wow. And the next bit will be me headed back home. Alright guys, just headed back home. Thought I would, for one, make sure to drop off the graphite so that we know for sure that we have it. And the second thing, well, it's snowing. We know how this goes. Winter is starting to set upon us. And this is a familiar sight. So I need to take a look. By the way, I had my rock names all wrong, so what I said earlier in the episode, please disregard that. I had the right rocks, I just did not have the right types of rocks. The andesite, which is one that we were in that I do not need to... Ooh, that's a drop. Let's go this way. That is an igneous rock. Igneous. I don't know why I said metamorphic. I'm pretty sure I said metamorphic. But the igneous is the ones with the lava. And those are like andesite and basalt, which is where we started. Look at all the snow. So yeah, that's the igneous rock. Still little sheepies. And then the marble, which is what we were looking for, is actually a metamorphic. The ones that are like more of a surface rock, if you will, that's a sedimentary rock. But that's not what we were looking for. We were looking for, well, we were looking for metamorphic because gneiss or gneiss, I forget how you pronounce it, marble, quartzite, and schist all have. Yep, still 750. They all have what I was looking for, graphite. And now what we need to look for is kaolinite. And that's going to be in some sort of a sedimentary rock. So that one's going to be a little harder to find. But how much did we find? How much do we have? It is this one. No, unseal. Oh, I have a bunch of bismuthite in there. I did not know that. Not bad, huh, guys? Not bad. Oh, let's put that there, and apparently that's not going to be helpful either. I don't have any more of the vessels. That does not help. So what we're going to have to do is head back out. Oh, sun's out. Now it's going to be really bright because there's snow on the ground. And the little sheepies, it's their first time to see snow. What do you guys think? Pretty cool. Now I'm curious. I want to see if this works quick. Video settings, quality. Better snow. I've been told that it messes up. Yeah, that it can mess things up. So I'm just gonna leave it off. Terrafirmacraft, I think it messes things up. Ooh, getting low on food. Well, anyways, what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna end the episode here, but I'm gonna continue on exploring because we need to find the kaolinite, and I'm gonna keep heading east, I think, but I'm gonna bring a boat with me this time. So with that, guys, thanks for watching, and as always, take it easy.